For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 3 of Season 4 here on the Career Mode Road to Glory. This, of course, our Premier League debut season. We're in the semi-finals of the pre-season tournament, and a win here against St. Pauli will see us play either Empoli or Real Zaragoza, a side that we've already beaten to this point in the pre-season tournament. We, of course, beat them by 2-1, I think it was, in the first pre-season game. In fact, no, it was 3-1, wasn't it? Bia came off the bench to score twice. So we're in a good position. We're playing good football, most importantly, and the side is very, very strong in this new 4-2-3-1 formation. In the last episode, we thought our prayers had been answered with regards to an extra piece of money. But unfortunately, the deal was unsuccessful because Shane Hamilton decided that he didn't want to relocate to Italy from England. As such, we didn't receive £65 million worth of transfer fee, which was heartbreaking. At the minute, he's not on the transfer list, but towards the end of the window, or later in the window, I may put him onto the transfer list if we don't get any more bids for him to try and raise the funds. If I put him on the transfer list, the bids that do come in will be lower. So if I leave him off the transfer list, then someone might offer me a higher number again. We'll just have to wait and see. For now, though, our transfer budget is currently £8 million. We've sold Xavier Chavaleran, and we're waiting for bids on players like Petrak, and there was someone else that was transfer listed as well. And I can't remember off the top of my head who it was. Is it another central midfielder? It's Petrak and someone else. Trippitt. It's Petrak and Trippitt. Yes, I was right. Petrak and Trippitt still on the transfer list. We're still waiting for McLaren and Osoro and Hamilton, for that matter, to get back from international duty at the World Cup. When we get out of the... and Bailey Wright, actually, for that matter. When we get out of the month of July, I'll go and check and show you what happened in the World Cup so you can see exactly... Actually, let's just quickly check it now, shall we? So we can see what's going on to this point. The World Cup ongoing, of course, in 2018 is Russia. Of course, it's Season 4 we're heading into Season 4 in the series, but it's actually Season 3 in this save because we had to rebuild the save earlier on. England are in the semi-finals and face Romania, and it's Germany-Belgium on the other side of the draw. Interesting. England beat the Netherlands by 3-2 and Cameroon by 2-0. Romania won on penalties against Australia and then beat the French in the quarterfinals by 2-1. Big turn up for them. The Belgians beating the Welsh and then the Brazilians, and Germany beating Greece, unsurprisingly, and Italy in the quarters to get to their semi. Wow, interesting. We'll have to wait and see then what happens. Let's have a quick scroll through the groups then. That was arguably the group of death, and it was Spain that missed out there. Bulgaria only getting the single point. France won their group as we expected. Scotland snuck through, though, ahead of Chile. Although Chile, Canada and Scotland all ended up on 3 points, so it was goal difference that worked in their favour there. Australia through ahead of Colombia. I didn't predict that to happen. Germany winning the group, though. Argentina knocked out in that group. That was probably the most unexpected result of the lot so far. Belgium and Cameroon through there. We predicted that. England and Wales through there. I wasn't sure whether Wales or Mexico would get through, but it was Wales in the end. Portugal, Egypt, Poland and China. I thought Poland might be able to scrape through ahead of Egypt, but no, unfortunately they weren't. Netherlands won all of their games, and Brazil finishing second in that group. And that was how things have gone so far in the World Cup in Russia in 2018. So we'll jump now into this game against St. Pauli and see if we can get a victory in the first knockout round of this pre-season tournament, which will give us A, some more money, and B, a final to play in, and more chance to test this 4-2-3-1 formation before we jump to the competitive season in the Premier League in a couple of episodes' time. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too for more. Let me know all of your transfer suggestions in the comment section down below, and we'll go and play St. Pauli. With this attack. Hernan into Lozano. I see the run being made by the man in the middle, but I'm just going to ignore him for now. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, give it back to Lozano. And there is Jeffrey Bia, who's turned well in the box. I'll shoot from a narrow angle. We'll win the corner. Himmelman with the good save down low. I don't know much. No point even saying I don't know much. I don't know anything about St. Pauli as a team. Absolutely zero knowledge about them, to be completely honest. So I'm not going to be of much use insight-wise in this game. We'll just have to hope that we can rise to the challenge and get ourselves a victory and through to the final. Nice interception by Alessandrini. Well, we'll slot Lozano. And he's in. Good first touch. Turn his side. Finesse it. Goal. And... okay. Looks as if he was just... I'm not even going to go there. Good... Good goal from Anthony Lozano. Great touch, turn and finish. We lead by 1-0. Be it over the top to Lozano, who's running onto it. Knock it ahead of himself. Holding off the defender here. We will get the free kick if we wanted the advantage, but we've played on. Inside to Loftus-Cheek. Into Alessandrini. Oh, jeeps. How's that not gone in? Alessandrini put his foot right through it. Took a deflection, hit the keeper. Off the post. And cleared away. Close, very close to a 2-0 lead. And I think 2 would probably seal it. But for now, just the 1. So they remain dangerous. Bia just using his strength there to outmuscle the defender. He's actually been extremely good for me, Bia. So good that I'm contemplating Greco's position in the starting lineup. And maybe even Greco's position in the squad. Lozano makes that 2. Fortunate again that he was in the position to be able to pick up on that loose ball. Really nice run by Navarrete. He's doing bits in this cam role. Still not that good in front of goal, but clearly good enough to help create opportunities like that with his driven runs. We'll lead by 2-0, but yeah, the point I was making, Jeffrey Bia has been superb so far on that left-hand side. If we aren't able to sell Hamilton, I would contemplate selling Greco to play Bia at left mid and then try and use the money from Greco to improve elsewhere. Although Hamilton is valued at more and we do have ready-made replacements, young replacements for Hamilton already at the club, whereas if we did sell Greco, it would be we'd be needing to bring in other players to replace him in the squad. So I think Hamilton is still the main man that I want to sell, but a Greco would probably be second choice if we were to sell one to raise some extra money. Just make sure we can get rid of this, thank you. Lozano can bring it down and play it to Navarrete. That's a terrible ball though. We'll play it to Lozano again, and I got Ruben Loftus-Cheek on this far side. I'll play this ahead of him, or you know, ahead of Alessandrini instead. Try Blurb spin, that worked brilliantly. Just drive inside and give that to Navarrete, who nearly squeezed it through for Lozano. On a hat-trick again, Lozano didn't get one in the group stages, but might get one in this game. Buchsman, and here's Pico again. Bia tracking back from left mid. Gieselman out of position, not once but twice. Sabota round the outside. Great tackle by Hernan. That was superb. That's what we brought him for, to playing that holding role. I say bought him for. That's what we gave him a contract for, because he was a pre-contract, of course. He was free! And Cooper with a good save to stop them from pulling one back. I did mention earlier on that I thought 2 might be enough to seal the game, but with them starting to threaten now, might need to make changes to ensure that we keep hold of our lead, because I didn't see them scoring previously, but they are starting to grow into this game now, so I will make some changes. Tues with a little back heel. Riamayachi with the ball through, but Jake Clark-Salter will get there first. And there's the full-time whistle. A 2-0 victory in the semi-final. We are through to the final of the pre-season tournament. We will play either Zaragoza or Empoli. Probably find out in a moment who did what in that other game. I don't know. It finished 1-1. It's gone to penalties. No idea who we're playing. One of those two, though. It will be Empoli as they win 4-3 on pens. Right, back to the transfer window. After a wee. 1.36 million added to our transfer budget from that victory in the semi-final. We should get something from the final as well, regardless of if we lose it. We'll get probably about another 2 million if we win. If we lose, maybe another 1. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Quick training session. Train the youngsters a little bit more. Watson continuing to grow there, the youngster. Our potential new backup keeper if Hamilton ends up leaving. Still training Ruben Loftus-Cheek's defensive stats as well, of course. He's actually bedded in very well in that holding role. It's been rock solid for me, and we've barely conceded any goals in pre-season. The 4-2-3-1 really seems to be working out so far. Got an offer. Is it? No, it's a press conference. Of course it's a press conference. Give me a transfer offer, for crying out loud. Right, Empoli in the final. Now, what does the transfer budget look like right now? I'm going to have to make some changes for this starting lineup. The transfer budget stands at about 9 million. All right, about 9 million right now. Yeah, about 9 million-ish. Let's have a look. We should have met one of the... Reduce the player wages by £4,250 a week. How have we not met that yet? I sold like 2 players. Haven't we sold... We sold Chavalaran. It's just Chavalaran. Maybe it counted all of these new pre-season signings as part of the wage budget. I'm not sure. Unless Chavalaran was on less than 4,250, which he may well have been actually thinking about it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Empoli. Sanchez with a good header. Greco will get that out there to Petrak. Not the man you want in a wide area, really, Petrak, but Lozano's definitely the man you want in a central area right now. And Folman, oh, great save. Great save. There was a lot of power on that. He's done brilliantly to tip that round the post. That's a terrible corner from me, but Rico Henry's going to pick up on it and let fly. Cheap's pinball in the box, but unfortunately cleared away. Oh, but we've won it back. Looking for Lozano. I think he might have been offside. He was. It's Pugh. Out to Pitante, but Halliday tackles him, and now he's set Zedos away. Tues seemingly is quite quick, so we can't get away from him. Corbinian and Folman let that into Zedos' path, and turn back. This is a good run from Zedos, and he's still going. Can he finish it off? Yes, he can. Stunning goal from Zedos to make the difference. Absolutely brilliant goal from him. Cutting in from inside, great footwork, shows good strength here to shrug off the man, and then just bangs it tops. We lead in the final. It's been a pretty dull game so far, but that has definitely livened things up. Gonzalo Higuain transferred to Bayern Munich. That's something I didn't think I'd ever see in this save. Look to slot through Lozano there. Oh, he's offside, unfortunately. He's buried it in the back of the net, as you would expect, the form that he's in right now. But unfortunately, the wrong side of the defensive line. Pugh, back to Tues. 20 minutes left for Empoli to get something out of this, but they haven't been able to so far. And that's a lovely ball through to Wiedemont, who's just come off the bench, and he's got the pace here to make the difference, and he slots through Lozano. Had one for offside already, but now he gets a second, and it stays on the score sheet. It's Cambridge 2, Empoli 0. Some really good passing there. Great dribbling from Wiedemont. Lovely slotted through ball into Wiedemont, and then from Wiedemont as well to pop that into Lozano. Good touch, turn, and finish. We're going to win the pre-season tournament. Very into Hernan to Wiedemont. Greco's gone, and he's onside here. Nicola Greco to make it 3. I can't believe it. How has he not scored that? Nicola Greco, take a long, hard look at yourself, my man. You have to be burying that in the back of the net. If that's the if you get a chance like that in the Premier League, when there's a lot on the line, whether it be relegation or even finishing in a European spot, we've no idea how well we're going to do this year. You just have to put chances like that into the back of the net. That ball was going straight for Lozano, and then Greco got in the way there, and it bounced off him. But Lozano's won the ball back again. I'll look here for Greco. It's not going to reach him, but Lozano keeps going into Wiedemont. He can't score either. Out for a corner or a goal kick? A goal kick. We are going to win this pre-season friendly here by 2-0, but it could have been a handful more. We scored an offside goal. We hit the post there just now with Greco. It's taken me so long to record this video. I'm recording this whilst I've got Manchester City versus Monaco on the TV above me. And if you saw that game, you know just how mental it's been. It's 5-3 in the 89th minute right now. But we've won this game by 2-0. So we win the European tournament here. That's going to give us an extra £2 million or so into the transfer budget, which will drastically help considering the situation we find ourselves in right now. But we are still hoping that we can sell Hamilton. I think I'm kind of 80% certain that that's what I'm going to do to try and raise some funds. Obviously, at this stage, recording-wise, you guys haven't seen any of Season 4 yet. But by the time I record Episode 4, I'll have seen the feedback that you guys have given, and I'll be able to act on it. Another 2.1 million added to the budget, which is fantastic. Now, there is a while to go before the Premier League season starts against West Ham on the 18th of August. So we'll advance a few days, not too far, because obviously I want to have as much of the window available to me as possible. with regards your suggestions. We had an offer in for Navarrete. I can't. The money is huge. The money is huge, but I just can't. I'm so tempted to counter offer like 110 million or something. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I will take your feedback on that as well. Greco, Hamilton and Navarrete, if I get stupidly big offers in, for Hamilton or Greco, I will definitely accept them. Navarrete, it would have to be 100 million plus, I think, for me to sell. Or you guys might not want me to sell him at all, in which case I'll hold on to him. But that was madness. That gives us a good talking point, actually, to end on. So we will leave it there for today. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Navarrete is very nearly at 85 rated now as his finishing continues to go up. Oh, that was a huge bid. I could have counter-offered 110, but I'm slightly nervous that they might have accepted it before I've been able to get any feedback off you. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But it is going to be a truly incredible transfer window. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, follow me on Twitter, link in the description. I'll see you next time.